Hello Mabuhay, Antonio is here once again with another salute video. Today, I'll be saluting on one of my all-time favorite Disney movies from the early 2000s. I think this movie is truly incredible. It's funny, heartwarming, emotional, and meaningful all at the same time. And I'll explain why right now. On to this video from start to end. Just watch it all the way to the end. It's not just a movie about aliens. It's about love, family, and the idea that no one should ever be left behind. Just watch it all the way to the end. So without further ado, let's roll up to the main part of the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit it. Lilo and Stitch. Oh my goodness, this movie rocks. It's about a young Hawaiian girl named Lilo, who is only 6 years old, and her older sister Nani, who tries to raise her, after their parents passed away. Lilo is quirky, lonely, and misunderstood, but she has a big heart. Then enters Stitch, a genetic experiment gone wrong, who was designed to destroy everything in his path, but instead of being just a crazy monster, Stitch slowly learns about love, kindness, and family, thanks to Lilo. To retell the beginning, the story begins in space, introducing Stitch, also known as Experiment 626. He's a genetic creation made to destroy and cause chaos. At first, you might think he's only going to be a villain. But then, as the story moves to Earth, we meet Lilo, a young Hawaiian girl living with her older sister, Nani. Lilo feels isolated from other kids. She's different, imaginative, and a little misunderstood. From the very beginning, we feel her pain of being lonely, and yet, we admire her creativity and heart. When Lilo adopts Stitch from the animal shelter, she thinks he's just a weird-looking dog. This moment is emotional because Lilo isn't just looking for a pet, she's looking for someone who will stay, someone who won't abandon her. Stitch, despite being destructive, slowly begins to find something he never had before: belonging. Remember, don't judge anyone by its cover on the outside, but look deeper on the insides. That's a golden rule for cartoon characters. One of the most beautiful things about this movie is its emotional core. It says, Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. This line is one of the most powerful Disney quotes ever. It's not just about blood relatives, it's about choosing love, acceptance, and sticking together even when life gets hard. The movie tackles loneliness, grief, responsibility, and unconditional love in such a real way, especially for little kids who may also feel different or left out. At times, Lilo is such a relatable, adorable character. She feels misunderstood but is filled with creativity and passion. Nani shows the struggles of being a young guardian, trying her best to keep her family together despite the pressure. And Stitch, he goes from being a destructive alien to becoming a real family member. And it means learning what it's like to be loved and accepted, even though he was first made to destroy. Just watch the whole movie until the end to get the real point. The bond between Lilo and Stitch is heartwarming and emotional. It proves that even the most unlikely friendships can heal broken hearts. Another reason this movie rocks is the Hawaiian culture and music. The soundtrack, featuring songs like Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride and Elvis Presley classics, brings so much life and emotion to the film. The setting in Hawaii feels authentic and adds a layer of warmth and beauty to the story. The music makes you feel happy, nostalgic, and emotional at the same time. When I first saw this movie, it really stood out compared to other Disney films. Sure, we've had princess stories, fairy tales, and adventures before, but Lilo and Stitch felt personal. It was grounded in real struggles, like loneliness, grief, and family responsibilities, while still being funny and exciting. With Stitch's chaotic antics. That balance between humor and heart is what makes it so unique. Every time this theme is brought up, it hits hard emotionally. As someone who grew up watching this, I really felt the sadness of Lilo being left out by other kids, the pressure on Nani to care for her sister, and the way Stitch didn't understand love at first but slowly opened his heart. It's not just a children's film, it's a story that anyone, no matter their age, can connect to. And remember, no one is too old for a lot of Disney movies. It's made especially for everyone, dudes and ladies. I still remember the first time I saw Lilo and Stitch. I was only 5 in 2012. I was amazed by the humor, like Stitch causing chaos in the house, but what really stayed with me were the emotional parts. Lilo lying on the floor listening to Elvis, Nani struggling to prove she could raise her sister, and Stitch trying to understand what family means. All of it made me feel something I didn't get from other Disney films. It made me laugh, but it also made me tear up, and one of the most touching lines for me is when Stitch says, "This is my family." It's little, and broken, but still good. That quote is so simple, but it carries so much meaning. It tells us that even if life isn't perfect, even if our family isn't perfect, love makes it enough. One of the strongest points of Lilo and Stitch is its characters. Lilo, at just 6 years old, is one of the most relatable and emotional Disney characters ever. She's quirky, imaginative, and sometimes misunderstood, but her heart is so pure. A lot of kids, including myself when I first watched it, could relate to feeling left out or different. Lilo shows that it's okay to be unique. Then there's Nani, her older sister, who is only 19 but has to step into the role of a parent after their parents passed away. Her struggle to keep her family together while balancing her own dreams makes her one of the most realistic Disney characters ever created. She isn't a perfect guardian, but that's what makes her relatable. She tries her hardest out of love. And of course, Stitch, also known as Experiment 626. At the start of the movie, he's a monster built only for destruction. But through Lilo's love and patience, he learns compassion and begins to understand what family means. His transformation is one of the most emotional parts of the entire movie, and it shows that even the most broken being can change when they're given true love. Even the side characters bring something special. Cobra Bubbles, the social worker, at first seems intimidating, but deep down he cares about Lilo and Nani. Jamba and Pluckley add humor, but also play a role in Stitch's growth. Every character in this movie contributes to the bigger picture of family and acceptance. Some of the best music on this movie is unforgettable. Songs like Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride and Himil no Lilo capture the warmth and joy of Hawaiian spirit. These songs make you feel like you're really in Lilo's world. Then you have Elvis Presley's classics, which add a unique charm to the movie. Lilo's obsession with Elvis is funny, but also touching. It's her way of coping with loneliness and finding joy. The soundtrack isn't just background music, it carries the emotional tone of the story. When the upbeat Hawaiian songs play, you feel the sunshine and happiness. But in the quiet, sad moments, the music brings out the raw emotions of Lilo and Nani's struggles. That balance between joy and sadness makes the soundtrack one of Disney's best. Another thing that makes this movie so beautiful is how it highlights Hawaiian culture. From the language, to the hula dancing, to the close-knit community, it feels authentic, and very respectful. For many viewers, including me, it was one of the first times learning about Hawaii's traditions through this Disney film, and the sequels as well. It shows that Lilo and Stitch isn't just about aliens, it's about a real place, real people, and the importance of family and community. Everywhere in the world, I'll be talking about the movie's legacy, some of my personal favorite emotional moments, and even my own interests beyond just watching the film, like merchandises, and how it stayed with me over the years. Lilo and Stitch wasn't just another Disney movie, it became a cultural phenomenon. It showed a side of family life that felt real, not just a fairy tale. It inspired sequels, a TV series, and even international adaptations. The character of Stitch especially became one of Disney's most popular icons, appearing in theme parks, merchandise, and even crossovers with other Disney properties. For many fans, including me, the message of Ohana has stuck with us for years. It's more than just a catchphrase, it's a life lesson about love, forgiveness, and never abandoning those you care about in them. Even today, more than 20 years later, people still quote Stitch's words, "This is my family." It's little, and broken, but still good. That line is so timeless, can never be lost. Some of my favorite moments are the most emotional ones. When Lilo cries because she feels unwanted, when Nani struggles with the weight of responsibility, and when Stitch admits that he doesn't have a place to belong. These scenes are heartbreaking but powerful. The reunion at the end, where they all come together as a family despite everything, still gives me chills every time I watch it. It's those emotions that make this movie unforgettable. For me, Lilo and Stitch wasn't just a movie, it became part of my childhood. I was born in Daraga, Albay, and when I was 5 years old back in 2012, I first saw Lilo and Stitch on VCD. I still remember the feeling of excitement, watching it, for the first time in my hometown. Later on, as I grew older, I got to watch it again on DVD, and it felt even more special because I understood the emotions better as I matured. Now that I live in Legazpi City, every time I revisit the movie, it brings back those childhood memories, sitting at home, watching the story of Lilo and Stitch, and learning about the meaning of family. Just like how Lilo found comfort in her little world, I felt the same comfort watching this film in mine. Those simple moments shaped how I look at family and love even today. And beyond just watching, I also enjoyed collecting Lilo and Stitch merchandise, plushies, notebooks, and even shirts. In 2014, just a few weeks before my 7th birthday, I got my first plushie of Stitch, and some notebooks I used for school. Stitch became more than a character. He was a reminder of my childhood in Daraga and my growing years in Legazpi City. So overall, Lilo and Stitch is not just a Disney classic, it's a story that became part of my life. From the movie itself, to the powerful lessons of Ohana, to the music, the culture, the merchandise, and even my own personal experience of first seeing it on VCD and 5 in Daraga, this film has left a lasting impact on me. It's emotional, it's heartfelt, and it will always hold a special place in my heart. But beyond just being a movie, Lilo and Stitch has become a reminder for me that no matter where we are, from Hawaii and the story, to Daraga where I was born, and to Legazpi where I live now, family is what makes us strong. It's what keeps us together through hardships, and it's what gives us hope when things seem broken. Just like Lilo and Nani didn't have a perfect life, but they had each other. I've also learned to appreciate the simple bonds I share with my own family and friends. Whenever I see Stitch merchandise or hear the movie's soundtrack, I feel like I'm back in my own childhood, smiling, laughing, and sometimes even crying with the characters. And honestly, that's what makes a film truly great, not just the story on screen, but the way it stays with you for life. So to everyone who is now watching this video, I encourage you to take the message of Ohana with you, to cherish your family, your friends, and the people who make you feel like you belong. And whenever you feel alone, just remember that even a broken family can still be good, and that's why I love this movie so much, along with a lot of tons of handful of Disney animated movies. And that ends my salute here. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and comment down below with your favorite Lilo and Stitch memory, whether it's from the original 2002 movie, the follow-up sequels, the animated series, or even from the merchandise you may have collected. I'd love to hear your own stories, maybe the first time you watched it, the character you related to the most, or how the theme of Ohana has touched your life in a personal way. By sharing your experiences in the comments, we can build a little community that celebrates what makes Lilo and Stitch so special, not just as a Disney classic, but as a story that continues to inspire us about love, belonging, and family. Thank you so much for watching this salute video and taking the time to join me in remembering this masterpiece. And as Stitch himself would remind us, Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. No matter who you are or where you come from, no matter who you are or where you come from, that message is for everyone. Anyways, this is Antonio, over and out for now. See you in the next video.